Welcome back, folks, to Medicare Tales and Marshmallows, the only podcast where we tackle the wild world of Medicare with a warm drink in one hand and a slightly burned marshmallow in the other. I'm your host, Kim the Curious, your guide through the maze of plans, premiums, and potluck-worthy opinions. Today, we've got a special guest calling in from a place where rush hour means a tractor stalled on a dirt road. Please welcome retired postal worker, proud chicken coop owner, and Medicare Advantage hero, Earl M.H.
Well, thank you kindly, Kim. It's good to be here. Though my Wi-Fi is running slower than molasses today, so if I cut out, blame the squirrels on the power line.
I love it already. Earl, let's get to it. Why'd you go with a Medicare Advantage plan way out in your neck of the woods?
To be honest, Kim, it was the dental and vision. My cousin Judy got her first crown in 30 years and didn't have to remortgage her barn, so I said, sign me up. Plus, the plan had telehealth, and I thought, well, that beats driving 40 miles just to get told to drink more water.
Yep, that's rural medicine in a nutshell. How's it working out so far?
Mostly good. I can get labs done at the clinic in town, and my primary care doc is in network, thank the Lord. The over-the-counter allowance is great. I order more compression socks and cold medicine than a prepper on payday.
Nice. Okay, let's talk costs.
Ah, yes, the great copay shuffle. Office visits are $20, specialists are $55, which I only see twice a year when my hip starts clicking like a haunted rocking chair. Now, emergency care, though, that's where things get rough. Last winter, I slipped on ice feeding my chickens and landed square on my pride. The nearest urgent care, 45 miles away. Ambulance, $600 copay. I told them to let me crawl home and I'd save the money for fixing my tractor next time it breaks down.
That's some real dedication to budgeting and chickens. So, did you hit your out-of-pocket max that year?
Almost. I was about one MRI away from it. The thing is, the costs are manageable if you're not bouncing in and out of hospitals. But if I ever need surgery, I might have to sell my rooster on Craigslist.
Oh no, not the rooster. Back to coverage though. What other challenges have you run into getting care in your rural area?
Well, let's see. Some of the specialists are an hour away, and not all of them are in network. One time I had to drive to the next county for an old-school dermatologist who thought telehealth meant yelling health into the phone. And don't get me started on internet speed. It's hard to do virtual anything when your screen freezes every 5 minutes like it's playing red light, green light.
Oh, Earl, you're killing me. So how do you make it work?
Plan ahead. Keep notes. Call the customer service folks and ask them to repeat everything twice. And I keep a little notebook where I write down every copay, claim, and question. I call it my Medicare Advantage Diary of Mild Disasters.
You need to publish that thing, or at least start a YouTube channel. Earl versus Deductibles. I know I'd tune in. So, final verdict. Would you stick with your Medicare Advantage plan?
Yep. It's not perfect, but it gives me coverage I couldn't afford on my own. And if it keeps covering my hearing aids that lets me know when the rooster's up, well, that's a win in my book.
You heard it here, folks. Earl M.H. Proof that even in a town with no stoplight, you can still find your way through Medicare.
Darn right, Kim. Now let me get out of here. These marshmallows ain't gonna roast themselves.
Thanks, Earl. Folks, thanks again for tuning in to this episode. Until next time, stay warm, stay wise, and keep asking questions, even if that means getting up at dawn with the rooster to be caller number 1 on the customer service line.